us on the news tonight. Over now to Natasha Doreswamy for a quick roundup of all of the sports news today.
Yes, Evelyn, it certainly is an exciting day from the world of sports, so let's bring you that latest. Well, to start off with, the doping mess just got murkier. Now, the B samples of dope-tainted Indian athletes Ashwini Akunji and Priyanka Panwar have tested positive. Earlier in the day, the National Anti-Doping Agency conducted surprise raids in Bangalore's Sports Authority Centre. The surprise checks were held in the rooms of the athletes. While the dope-tainted athletes will now face the hearing panel of NADA, they could even be handed a 2-year ban, which means they won't be able to compete at next year's London Olympics. Well, Tamil Nadu is not the home turf of just the home turf of Chennai Super Kings alone. It is also the training ground for the keenest battles of wits, chess. All because of one Mr. Vishy Anand, who has many young geniuses following in his iconic footsteps. Now, chess is the name of the game today that makes Tamil Nadu a force to reckon with. Move over Europe, chess has a date with Chennai. Yes, the All India Chess Federation has bid to host the World Chess Championships in none other than Namma Chennai. I wonder whose dream that really is.
It'll be a big deal. I mean, it'll be the first World Championship ever to be held in India. So, and this will be the first time we can play for a unified title. So that would be, I think, huge. And I mean, for me, to play in my hometown would be amazing as well. And I think it might just be the sort of thing that might sort of start a boom again in chess. I think Tamil Nadu is still the #1 state for chess in India. Anything that India does in the world chess map will have Tamil Nadu's stamp as well in it.
You just heard the man who has inspired generations of boys and girls to take to the sport. But whether the World Championship comes to Chennai or not, the sport is firmly rooted here. Any wonder that 10 out of 24 of India's grandmasters are from Tamil Nadu? Adding to that, out of 8,000 players officially registered from 32 state associations, over 2,000 are from the Tamil Nadu State Chess Association. Clearly, both the players and the organizers are an enthusiastic lot here. What is the magic formula?
See, Tamil Nadu is the most active association in the country, and other associations, they don't even match nowhere, and hardly whatever Tamil Nadu Chess Association does, other states do only 10 to 15% of that.
However, that's not all. Out of 60 world-rated tournaments in India, Tamil Nadu hosts the highest number with a total of 18. And Chennai players say it's the Tamil factor from India that's made an impact on the world.
Earlier it used to be the Russian impact. We used to be scared of Russian players. Now I think it's the Indian impact. And India, in the sense, it's 50% of Tamil Nadu players, for sure. Indian team is always 50% of Tamil Nadu players. So you can always add a half Tamil Nadu impact on the world. Here from Tamil Nadu, there are a lot of youngsters coming up, and soon there will be another Vishy Anand for sure.
Tamil Nadu's marriage with chess goes back many years, especially with India's first international master, Manuel Aaron, still teaching at the age of 75. And not to forget, Vishwanathan Anand is a true blue Tamilian. Now, Tamil Nadu is calling it checkmate with every other state in this country. In Chennai, Natasha Doreswamy for NDTV Hindu. Now moving over from chess to cricket, Team India's next assignment is in England and the team leaves tonight. But before that, NDTV caught up with Gautam Gambhir, who feels that India will need to give more than 100% to win on English soil.
I'm joined by a man with whom I share a lot of similarities. We both went to Hindu college and we both made it through cricket quota. And of course, we are both openers and we were both born on the 14th. Now, the funny thing is that he does his talking on the field with the bat while I do it as a journalist off the field. Thank you so much for joining us, Gautam.
Pleasure.
Firstly, everyone wants to know how's your shoulder, and of course, you have recovered. But will you be able to throw, in the
Definitely, I think I'm absolutely fine now, 100% fit. Looking forward for the England tour, which is always an important series when you go to England. So, really looking forward for it and 100% fit.
You are looking forward to it, and I know this doesn't, you're not perturbed by this at all. It is your first test in England, and a lot of people have been saying a lot of things about that. But have you done any kind of, special training or net practice for the fact that it's going to be seamer-friendly conditions out there?
Nothing. I think it's more in the mind, because ultimately you can't change a lot of things in 1, 2, 3 weeks when you get that break. So the important thing is how mentally tough you are and how mentally ready you are for the challenge. And when you play in different conditions, it's always a great challenge, and that is what international cricket is all about. When you go to alien conditions, you want to test yourself in different conditions. So really looking forward for it.
I know you've said that it's not the final frontier, but the fact is that it is the battle between the #1 test team in the world and the best team on current form.
Look, I feel that when you're playing against, when two evenly matched sides play, whether you're playing against England or you play against South Africa or Australia, I think it's always a great series, because you have to play very good cricket, especially to win a test match. It's over the 5 days, so you've got to play very good cricket for those 5 days. And when you're playing against England in their own backyard, especially where they do really well in their own conditions, and they're a very good side in their own conditions, so you really need to be up for it. Maybe you have to give more than 100%, and all the three, you need to fire in all the three fields, whether it's bowling, batting or fielding. So you've got to play as a cohesive unit. One or two people cannot end up winning this series for the team. It has to be from every individual. They have to contribute. So it's got to be a good series, because that is what everyone wants to watch. When two evenly matched teams play, they want to watch some good cricket.
Any particular thoughts on the fearsome pace attack that England boast of with Tremlett and Anderson and Broad?
Look, this has become, I think, a trend. When India goes overseas, this has become a trend. Everyone ends up playing a lot of fast bowlers against us, because they feel that that's their best chance of beating us in their own conditions. But now, if you see our record in the past, I think we've done really well in all the conditions, whether it was New Zealand, South Africa, Australia and England. Last time we went to England, we ended up winning the series. So I think a lot of things have changed. We've started doing, we no more, I think, bad, travelers or whatever you can say, that
against the short ball.
Yeah, whatever. I think a lot of things have changed. We started believing a lot in ourselves that we can beat any opposition in their own backyard, and we've got the fire in our squad to actually hurt the opposition as well. We got the fire in our bowling department, which is always important to win this set, especially to win test series overseas. So it's got to be a great challenge. It's got to be great fun as well.
Now, if you're a fan of Qureshi, of course, that Pakistani tennis player, then you're going to be a little bit disappointed with this next piece of news. Pakistan's ace tennis player, Aizam-ul-Haq Qureshi, has decided to tie the knot with a Britain-based Pakistani girl. Aizam, who made headlines in the country when he reached the US Open doubles final last year with Indian partner Rohan Bopanna, has been engaged to Faha Makdam. Makdam lives in Ipswich. She has done her BSc Honours in Psychology from the University of Essex and her Master of Science in Therapeutic Counselling. Now, Aizam, 31, at the age of 31, has a huge fan following in his home country and has become a heartthrob of thousands of girls after his success in the tennis world. Well, that's all the sports news from me. It's back to you, Evelyn.
Thanks very much indeed, Natasha, for all of that. It's time for us to slip into a very short break, but we'll be right back after this.